Hi, and welcome to a new episode where we discuss 5 electric SUV crossovers to look forward to in 2021 and 2022. Please subscribe and click the notification bell to receive our latest videos if you haven't done so yet. As always, glad to have supporters. Audi Q4 E-Tron. Audi is expanding the e-tron nameplate with a Q4 E-Tron and has big aspirations in the luxury electric vehicle space. The 2022 Q4 E-Tron and Q4 E-Tron Sportback SUVs will double the size of the company's EV-centric e-tron lineup. Smaller than the mid-size e-tron SUV, the Q4 siblings sit on a footprint similar to the compact gasoline-powered Q5 crossover. The base powertrain is a single 201 horsepower electric motor and a 77 kilowatt-hours battery pack, the same setup that's found in the technically similar Volkswagen ID.4. A more powerful 295 horsepower dual-motor setup with all-wheel drive is optional. It will be built on the Volkswagen MEB modular electric vehicle platform. The battery pack is said to deliver up to 250 miles, or around 400 kilometers, of driving range per charge. The Q4 e-tron models will compete with the likes of other compact electric SUVs, such as the Tesla Model Y and the Volvo XC40 Recharge. Expect to see the Q4 e-tron at Audi dealerships by the end of 2021. The base powertrain setup is called 40 and consists of a single 201 electric motor and rear-wheel drive. The Q4 e-tron supports charging up to 125 kilowatt-hours, and according to Audi, the state of the charge can hit 80% in about 30 minutes. With an electric motor powering each axle, the more powerful all-wheel drive Q4 e-tron 50 and Q4 e-tron Sportback 50 make 295 horsepower. The result is a claimed 0 to 60 time of 6.2 seconds. Prices are expected to start at around $45,000 in the US and from €42,000 in Europe. Volvo XC40 Recharge. As fashionable as it is practical, the 2021 Volvo XC40 Recharge is another desirable all-electric offering in a growing market segment. Based on the gasoline-powered XC40 SUV, the XC40 Recharge is Volvo's answer to the Tesla Model Y and the Mercedes-Benz EQC. A 75 kilowatt-hours battery pack powers a dual-motor powertrain with a total of 402 horsepower and standard all-wheel drive. With that much power, it should be quick, and Volvo claims a driving range of more than 208 miles, or 418 kilometers, per charge. That range promise puts the XC40 Recharge in a position to compete with the Audi e-tron and Jaguar I-Pace, but at a disadvantage over the Model Y, which is capable of more than 300 miles per charge. The XC40 Recharge is just as charming, spacious, and thoughtfully designed as the regular gas-powered version. The powertrain puts out a stout 402 horsepower, which Volvo claims makes the XC40 Recharge capable of a 4.7-second 0 to 60 time. The Volvo XC40 Recharge boot is relatively large, totaling in 452 liters, and the front trunk is 31 liter size. The Volvo XC40 Recharge prices are expected to start at around $55,000 in the US and from €55,000 in Europe. Mercedes-Benz EQA. The 2022 Mercedes-Benz EQA is an all-new electric crossover SUV that's based on the regular subcompact GLA class. As part of a Mercedes EQ sub-brand, which produces fully electric models, the EQA is expected to enter production in the second half of 2021. It's based on the Mercedes GLA, a fossil-fueled power family SUV, but Mercedes engineers have yanked the engine from under the bonnet and reworked the car into a fully electric SUV, with a 66.5 kilowatt-hours battery that promises up to 263 miles, or 426 kilometers, from a full charge. Power comes from an all-electric powertrain that generates 188 horsepower on front-drive models and 268 horses on an all-wheel drive versions, which both source their juice from a battery pack mounted under the floor of the vehicle. Many new electric cars offer eye-popping acceleration that thrills in a straight line, but the Mercedes-Benz EQA is not one of them. Its 0 to 60 time of 8.9 seconds isn't slow, but it is unremarkable. The Kia e-Niro and Ford Mustang Mach-E are faster, and the Tesla Model 3 and Volvo XC40 Recharge are on another planet altogether. The EQA's rear bench has a 40-20-40 split as standard. That's more versatile than the usual 60-40 split offered by the e-Niro and XC40. Unfortunately, the EQA disappoints when it comes to boot capacity. At 340 liters, it has 100 liters less volume than the Mercedes-Benz GLA. Its closer rivals, the e-Niro and XC40, boast 451 liters and 452 liters of storage respectively, and the Ford Mustang Mach-E is a whopping 502 liters. The Mercedes EQA prices are expected to start at around $46,000 in the US, and from 47,000 euros in Europe. Tesla Model Y. Using the chassis, interior, and powertrain from the similar Model 3, the 2021 Tesla Model Y adds additional cargo space, an optional third row of seats, and SUV styling to the more affordable end of the brand's offering. Power from the Model Y's dual onboard electric motors is plentiful. The long range and performance models get all-wheel drive as standard. Driving range is superb with a maximum range of up to 326 miles, or 524 kilometers, per charge. More expensive rivals such as the Audi E-Tron and Jaguar I-Pace offer far less. While the interior lacks the panache of non-EV rivals such as the Mercedes-Benz GLC class or Volvo XC60, it's still fairly comfortable and practical. The long range and performance models offer 326 and 303 miles, or 505 and 480 kilometers, of driving range respectively. The battery of the Tesla Model Y long range and performance has an estimated total capacity of 75 kilowatt hours. While the Model Y offers impressive acceleration, it doesn't deliver the same level of driving satisfaction as the Model 3. The long-range version sprints from 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds, and the performance version in declared 3.7 seconds. The Tesla Model Y prices start at around $45,000 in the US, and from 58,000 euros in Europe. Kia EV6. Unlike other all-electric Kia models that are offered alongside gas and hybrid variants, the upcoming 2022 Kia EV6 will be the company's first dedicated EV. It will be built on the same electric global modular platform, eGMP, that will underpin a slew of new Kia EVs. The range-topping EV6 GT will be powered by a pair of electric motors producing a combined 577 horsepower. The same platform is being used by the brand's cooperative cousin, Hyundai, which is producing several fully electric models over the next few years under the Ioniq sub-brand. In size, it's somewhere between the VW ID4 and Ford Mustang Mach-E, or let's say Volvo XC60, but with more cabin space because of the long wheelbase and flat floor. One number to get you imagining then, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. Or another one, probably more relevant, adding 220 miles range in under 20 minutes of recharging. Both those numbers have small print attached, of course, but even so, this is a serious bit of kit. The specs are a matrix of battery size mated to rear-only or front and rear motors. Base 1 has rear-wheel drive and a 58 kWh battery for about 235 miles, or 378 kilometers. That gives 170 horsepower. Go for all-wheel drive and the extra motor boosts total power. More power too if you go for the bigger 77.4 kWh battery, which gives 316 miles, or 508 kilometers, range in the rear-wheel drive version. Again, adding an extra motor brings more power and quicker acceleration. The boot totals in 520 liters, staying strong in cargo competition area. The other party trick these new Kias and Hyundais have is their two-way charger, so they can also deliver 3.6 kilowatt hours of mains electricity outbound, enough to power a very fancy coffee machine, or even charge another electric car if a bit slowly. Prices of the Kia EV6 started around $45,000 in the US and from 58,000 euros in Europe. Thank you for visiting. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you're new to our channel. Stay tuned.